Hello everyone, this video will be a guide on how to fix the new 2020 AAT. This guide will show you how to fix the side cannons, and it will also show you how to fix this main cannon. Alright, so the first part of this guide is going to show you how to swap the cannons, flip them around, because in the Clone Wars and in the movies, the barrel on top is bigger than the barrel on the bottom. So I already did this, the left side, so we want this side to look like this side to make it accurate. So it's going to be simple. Just peel off the turret, and this square stud usually will pop off. You just want to attach that real quick, and then just take the cannon and flip it around and reattach it like so. So now you have the top barrel and the bottom barrel in the correct positions, just like you see in the Clone Wars and in the movie. You'd think that Lego would actually take the time to do that themselves, but anyways, it's still just an easy fix. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you how to fix the top turret of the AAT. So to make it easier, like you see in the corner, you just want to detach it so you can easily maneuver it around. So first, let's start with the, I am going to show you how to actually fix the shape of the top cannon, but we're just going to fix with the actual barrel itself first. So, if you couldn't tell, this whole thing is huge compared to what it is in the movie. Even this dark gray part right here is bigger than it should be, and this is all an easy fix. So, but make sure, if you need to pause, definitely pause, because it is very easy to get lost. So we're going to take our piece separator, and we are going to first peel off the tile. And these, just to point out that these three parts are needed for the cannon. They are not from my collection. These pieces are extra pieces in the set, so you don't need to, you shouldn't have to dig around in bins to find these pieces. But so we're going to also peel off the sides until it's just the side pieces. Alright, so now that we have basically the shell removed, we're gonna basically get rid of these parts, as it basically makes the whole thing look chunky and big and really inaccurate to what we see in the movies. So we're going to take this side tile and place it on there. You're going to want to take this 2x4 tile and place it on there. And then it doesn't come with a another 1x4 tile, so you're going to want to take so this is an extra piece, a 1x1 tile, that you are going to want to put on the side right there, and then combine it with a 1x3 tile. You kind of just have to, if you don't point it out to people, they really won't notice that tile, so it should be fine. It looks better than the big, non-accurate barrel cover. And for the barrel itself, a lot of reviews or guides on how to fix this tank will do the same thing. You want to take off the tip of the barrel, set that down. Then you are going to want to also take off the pin, and you're going to want to take off this entire section with these three parts and the pole. Then you're going to want to take the pin and the barrel, put that together, and then put that in, and now you have a more size accurate barrel. So now the fun part, which is the basically where the driver's seat is. So this is going to be, it can be tough to follow along Before we do this, I do want to point out downsides of this. So the downside is you will not be able to fit the driver in the seat. This is basically for decoration only and for collectors that want a more accurate build. So if you're a kid and you basically bought this set for the playability, I don't recommend you do this. You are gonna want to keep it this way if you want to use it for playability. But yeah, if you are looking for a more accurate build, then this guide should help you. So first, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to take off the hatch and these side half circles. So we're basically going to want to open the hatch and peel that off, and make sure, because all this stuff will be reattached in the end, but you will lose this area to seat your troopers. So you're gonna want to keep everything as here, we'll move all these pieces off to the side, and make sure we have these pieces for later. But yeah, you are gonna want to take the pieces you take off and keep them intact. So you're going to want to take off the antenna and the hatch. Then we're also going to take off these slope pieces with the 2x4. And make sure you do have a piece separator. It is very helpful instead of peeling things off with your nails. Alright, so here's we'll move all this off to the side so we have room for the cannon. So as you can see, we are going to be moving some stuff around in here. So remember to keep everything intact. Take off the half circle pieces, and also take off the slopes with the studs. Actually, let's keep it there. Alright, so now you have taken off basically the shell of the cannon, and now you're going to want to move some things around in here. So this piece is what what basically connects the slopes to the build. We're going to want to take that off, and this will lead to these pieces. You're going to have to be very gentle. Again, this is very bad if you're looking for playability, but if you're looking for a more accurate design, then this is the right guide. But if you're just looking for this for playability, these are going to be very weak, and if you're looking to, like, you know, move around and basically be rough with the set, these are going to fall off a lot. So we're going to want to take off these slope pieces and the bricks holding them together, and we're also going to want to take off this cannon for a moment. Alright, and we're also going to, remember, keep everything intact because you're basically just reducing the size. You don't need to break a bunch of pieces apart. Alright, so now we have basically the inside, and what this will do, this will decrease the cannon size by 2. So you're going to want to take out the brick piece into the center, and then you're going to want to move them in the middle. And then you're also going to want to basically shift everything a stud forward. Alright, next you're going to want to rearrange your pieces. So you want to take the tan pieces with the gray stud, and you're going to move those to the back where near the black pieces are, and you're going to want to put the black slope with the tan piece up near the gray area. So it's going to look like that. Alright, and next we are going to go ahead and see how it looks with the shell. So these are going to be very fragile. Again, if you're using this for play, I don't recommend you modify your cannon, because these are going to be very, very fragile. So here we have basically our outer shell, and as you can see, we basically took out this part and moved everything one stud in on each side, and we also rearranged these tan pieces just for a recap. If you got lost during this so far, here's just what a look of what you want to have at this stage. So now we are going to attempt to put the cannon on. So, as you can see, when building this, it is going to be very, very fragile. I'm actually going to take these blue circle pieces off until the end. But, so, if you couldn't see, it is very difficult to use the cannon. So, if we try to put the cannon on, it is going to basically, you really can't move it, so you need something to keep it in place, and this is where the last two extra pieces come in. So you're going to want to put the stud under here, and you're going to want to put the square under here. So these both are extra pieces. I did this to see which one you can like better. As I said in the beginning, you do not need extra pieces if you're fine looking at it like this, because these two pieces will be hidden. They really don't matter. But if you do want them to be the same piece, I know if you're a Lego collector and you've been collecting Lego for a while, you probably do have extra pieces of these two. So you can probably easily dig around and find the same piece if you want them to be one and the same. So we're gonna put that on here, and as you can see, they fit under, well, they're basically hanging off the circle just a bit, and as you can see, it stops them from breaking on the bottom, but on top, when you try to move the cannon up, you have to hold it down. But we're gonna get to that. We have basically, in the end, we are going to be having these pieces holding it down like that. But we need to put the shell on first. So, going back to when I said keep everything together, this is it. So, here, I'll move everything out of the way. So, you're going to want to have kept your shell pieces, or the top pieces, together. Just to make sure we're putting them in the right places, I'm going to go ahead and attach the semicircle pieces. And now we are going to want to put the shelling back on. So as you can see, before we put the shelling on, there is no place for a driver. That is the downside. Again, this is terrible for playability, but if you're like me and you wanted an accurate cannon and didn't really matter where the driver could sit or not, this is going to be a good fix. But if you want to seat the driver, I recommend take this apart and just put the normal cannon back on. That's in the instructions. Alright, so now we're going to need these shell pieces, which I told I recommended keeping together so you didn't have to rebuild them. So basically, you're going to want to remove the blue from the gray semicircle, because you are going to be rearranging these pieces as well. Again, try to keep all the pieces together, because you're just going to be, again, you're basically you're doing is rearranging. So now we're going to go ahead and put the shell on. Again, you're going to want to remove the gray from the dark blue. Another thing to point out, if you are a collector, you will on the instruction built version, there is a gray stripe that is supposed to be there. As if this set was already not right with the colors enough, you are going to unfortunately lose that gray stripe that is supposed to be there. Alright, so now we have attached the shell. Now we're basically going to want to put the antenna piece back where it goes. You're just moving it to the right a little bit. You're also going to want to put the hatch piece where that goes. And again, no space to put the driver, but if you close it, it does look like, or it does give the illusion that there is a seat there. So I'll leave that open so we can still see all of the set. Alright, so now you're just going to want to basically fill where the gray is supposed to be. Put the pieces you'll need there. And you'll see if you close that, it does look like a hatch from the side, but we still have to finish off the front. So now this is where we are going to basically fix this cannon. Like I said previously, if you tried to move it, these extra pieces save it from breaking from the bottom. Now you're going to want to put these two slope pieces to have it not break from the top. And now your only issue is this hole right here. Again, very fragile. I don't recommend using this for playability. So you're going to want to take this gray piece that was inside. You're basically going to want to put it relative to where it was. And there you have it. So you do have some extra pieces. These are all of the pieces that were not used. Again, that took out the gray stripe piece right here. You're going to have two extra slopes. Basically, the slopes from the cover of the cannon, and you're also going to be having two of these tan pieces left over. So as you can see, it basically fixes the size of both the barrel and the body of the cannon. Let's go ahead and see how it looks on the tank. Move this up some. Alright, so there it is on the tank. As you can see, it is not as wide. I think the cannon was originally like out to here. As you can see, this is a very big improvement. Another tip that isn't with the cannon or the side cannons, other reviews have pointed out that if the cannon, you feel like the cannon is too close to the front, you can easily peel off this the black hinge for the circle to spin around on, and basically move this 1x4 tile up and put it next to the other one, and basically you can move the cannon back, and there you go. So here it is from the back. Let me put it closer to the camera. So here's the cannon from the back, the side, and here it is looking forward. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed, though that is my fix on the 2020 AAT. So we, in this review, or not a review, but this guide, we fixed the cannons, we fixed the main cannon, and we also, well, this part isn't really a fix, but it's just preference if you want the cannon to sit back more. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That is my way on how to fix the AAT. As the most collectors noticed, or Star Wars fans noticed, that the cannon was not the correct size, and that is how you fix it. I haven't seen many reviews showing you how to fix it, so I thought I'd just do a quick one. So that is how you get a size-accurate cannon. You fix the length of these cannons as well, and you can also move it back. So I hope this review helped you guys basically fix your sets. If you did enjoy this guide, be sure to give it a like, and for future LEGO Star Wars content, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.